Every week, the experts at Superior Pools of Southwest Florida share the latest trends in outdoor living spaces, including custom designs, ideas, and innovations. Watch this inspiration and transformation come to life thanks to our expert opinions and tips, and improve your own outdoor paradise. This is Home Sweet Home, presented by Superior Pools.
Hi, my name is Amy Hummel.
And I'm Danielle Krawczyk with Superior Pools. This is such a special pool to us and our company.
With all the features, we extended it into 2 shows. Enjoy!
All right, so I got Adam Rankin with Absolute Aluminum here, and Absolute Aluminum does all of our outdoor living from the deck up. Cages, kitchens, pergolas, comp roofs, everything, and we brought him out here to talk about this because it has a lot of key features that we like to add to cages, and no better place to hear about it but from the expert. So Adam, why don't you tell us a little bit about what we did out here and some things that...
There's a lot of unique qualities in this space that they made. One being that this pool is so large and wide. The eaves on this house are quite low, so if we were to attach like anybody normally would, you would really take away from the effect of this area. So we elevated the wall by 3 feet so it is aesthetically correct with the size of this deck, but also because the pool company, Superior, wanted to put a raised edge on the back here with these fire bowls. So had we not done that, that open area right there would have looked really out of place. And that's the kind of thing that we like to go back and forth and kind of educate the customer, and we educate ourselves, you know, between Superior Pools and Absolute Aluminum all the time in that respect. But you know, when you come down to Florida, most people buy a home for a view, whether you're on a pond, a canal, coastal inlet, on the Gulf. This open view system is the best way to really not obstruct the view like it was back in the day. And even when there's not a pond in the background, even if that was all grass, it would really give you a much better effect for sunset, sunrise, and things like that. You know, watch the birds, whatever it is, it's quite beneficial.
And so what are some features of Open View Cage? I know you have span limitations and also like screening type, and we use an upgraded screening on it. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, we get a lot of gnats and no-see-ums in Florida, so we like to use a 20/20 mesh, and we use a tough screen that's guaranteed for 10 years because the UV rays in Florida are pretty tough on anything outside. And you know, nothing's maintenance free, so we want to get as much longevity out of it as we can. The opening sizes, you know, a lot of people go extremely large. We like to take into account that we're in a hurricane zone. We got a lot of high winds, and we kind of gauge for that. We know what wind zone we're in and all those factors that go along with that. So we err on the side of caution because when one comes through, we want to make sure it's still here when it's gone.
So a huge part about building a pool is also, and incorporating the cage and the deck, is just building the overall outdoor living space. You know, like I tell all my clients, and I know you guys tell yours, we're not just building a pool back here. We're not just putting a deck. It's really taking your indoor space and bringing it outside. That's why we're all in Florida. And one of the big things that I like that you guys offer is totally custom kitchens and pergolas, and it really opens up a lot of options for people to enjoy the outside space. So tell me a little bit about what we got going on here.
Every inch of space we want to utilize to the fullest extent for the customer, because it's not like we're, you know, adding a bathroom to a house. This is something that you're going to enjoy for years and years and years, and the trend moves more and more towards people could buy a small house, they want a big outdoor space, and they want it to be fully functional and usable. So they like to entertain, and we like to deliver that for them just like Superior Pools does. So the neat part about the adjustable pergola is you can hit the button on your phone while you're out here grilling in this area, One, you get to ventilate the smoke. If we were to put a composite solid roof here, you wouldn't really be able to put a grill system in here because of the smoke. So the only way to get around that is somebody put a hood through your roof. Well, there's not an under truss roof here, so this fits the best of both worlds. You can ventilate the smoke, use this space, and when it rains, the rain sensor on this pergola or the wind sensor is going to automatically close the roof or open it during a wind event, because we don't want uplift during a hurricane. Because everything that we do here is rated to current hurricane code. It can be anywhere from 140 to 150 mile an hour. We try to meet and exceed in most cases that wind code, planning for the future, as that changes all the time. But this is a Solaire grill. Everything that we use in this outdoor kitchen is warranted for life. You never have to worry about it. Every one of the cabinets under here, sink, handles, the grill itself, all the components inside it are marine grade stainless steel. There's a lot of stainless steels out there. Everything you would get from a big store would be not marine grade stainless steel. When you see surface rust, you know it's not marine grade. Marine grade is one step up from surgical stainless steel.
Well, from living in Florida before, and from the pools that we had built in the beginning of our company, when we were in developments, the homes were they had lot lines that you had to be within. You had setbacks of maybe 10 feet, and you were limited to the space that you had. So where I lived at the time, we dealt with the same situation, and we had always said that if there was anything we would do different, that we would have additional outdoor space, because living in Florida, you really spend the majority of your time outside. And when we would talk with clients in regards to their new pools, we always explained to them that one thing every customer has always said to us, they never really said that they wanted more pool, they wanted more deck space. And so here we were basically unlimited.
So we decided to make our outdoor living bigger than our indoor living.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And we love it.
Yeah, this house, when we bought it, was advertised as 3,500 square foot, and about 2,800 foot of it is under air. And the living space for the outdoor space is approximately 3,200 square feet. So with that being said, it kind of points out that people spend more time outside in Florida.
It's great for entertaining. We have plenty of room for the guests, and it's very nice.
So these pergolas, tell me a little bit more about how this works. And we talked about it, it's a great solution for grilling and ventilating.
It's aesthetically pleasing, it's different, it's automated from your phone. You're not having to manually get a pull out and crank louvers open, or most of the products out there don't do anything like this. They're stationary, they either stay open or it's a solid roof. And this is presentable. This goes with the entire atmosphere of this outdoor living space, where if we're putting a composite roof up here, it doesn't go with a house. It's all high-grade aluminum. It's made in the United States. This situation right here, this is actually fairly low, but the problem is if you go higher like we did with the cage in this area, you're going to have openings on the sides, and then you're going to take away from, because in Florida you don't get a straight down rain, you get driving rain. So we want it to be functional all year round for the clients, and we want it to look like it's supposed to be with the house. We don't want it to look like a sidebar or an add-on, because we want the customer to be proud of it in the end, just like you guys do. We want a relationship for life, just like Superior Pools does. So we try to do everything to educate on the front end and help people make good buying decisions so they're happy.
Stay tuned for more Home Sweet Home presented by Superior Pools.
Superior Pools of Southwest Florida have been building pools in Florida since 2001 and have constructed over 5,000 pools. From Sarasota to Naples, we are recognized as a top pool builder and #1 in customer service, and have been voted to have the #1 pool in the world the last 2 years. A pool signifies relaxation, and our superior designs and execution will provide you with true luxury living. Visit our Fort Myers office, serving Lee to Collier counties, or our Port Charlotte office, serving Charlotte to Manatee counties. Join the rest. Build with the best. Contact us to start building your dream pool today.
Enjoying the outdoors is what living in Florida is all about. And at Absolute Aluminum, we're in the business of making your outdoor living dreams a reality. We can transform your space into a stunning retreat with open view cages, adjustable pergolas, outdoor kitchens, and many other products. Everything we do is completely custom, maximizing your space to fit your project with our extensive design capabilities. Contact us today or visit our showroom located in Venice, Florida.
Baystone Tile, Tampa Bay's largest selection of natural stone. Specializing in travertine and marble both for interior and exterior use, with over 20 million square feet of revolving stock, we're sure we have your project covered. Check out one of our exclusive products such as tiramisu. Travertine, your ideal pool deck material, does not retain heat. Therefore, it's cool on your feet during those hot Florida months. Durability? Remember, it will outlive us all. Check out our newly renovated showroom in Orlando or our brand new 100,000 square foot showroom and warehouse in Tampa.
We got Rob here with MRT. We refer most of our jobs to his company, and they come in after the fact and do this beautiful landscaping. Especially being my dad's house, I wanted this thing to be, he calls himself the pool king, so it needed to be fit for Royal. So I got Rob involved, and me and him kind of went after the design, but Rob knows his plants and he has the eye. So Rob, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit about what we did here, how you started it off and how you tied things together. And
the way it looks now, it did not look this way before. It was, the front of the house was a mess. Previous owner had, landscape timbers pretty much to hold the beds in because the house was built up so much. But, we tried not to destroy all those elements and reuse what he had. So basically the slope we didn't change. We just took the material out and put in the boulders. Front yard here, if you stand back and look, it's the main entrance that you want to attract people to. From a distance, the rock separated or isolating by itself separates both ends of the houses, so it draws your eye to it. Pretty much everything here in the front is new, except for, I call them the pillars, the 2 palm trees on each end. Luckily the homeowner, liked those, so we kept those, and, I was able to work off of that. So everything else pretty much, just kind of fell into place. The front entrance here, as you walk up, obviously the steps here, but without something holding it in, we pretty much lose all of this, throughout the rain. So it was a good opportunity to take some of the natural, the natural stone, this limestone here, and mix it with a little bit more decorative rock. And, we were able to find some that had good colors, tied together, but, it was a little bit of a risk. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but.
Yeah, no, I like that. You got the big boulders and you got the rock. And then you have that bark over there. A lot of people, they either do all mulch or all bark or all rock. And I really like it, how you mixed it up. It goes well with the house, it matches the house. It all flows together.
We met Rob in April here. We were here one time in April to get as much final as we could. And we just went through everything, and I just told him I like lots of color, and Bill loves coconut palms, and he nailed it like beyond my expectations. It is just beautiful color, and a little sitting area under the oak tree with the vases that light up at night, and it is amazingly beautiful. It's the best.
It's definitely better than if I done it. I had to throw that in there. But no, it was basically, we basically just turned him loose, other than saying she wanted color, and then he sent a
few
couple
little
of,
different things, and he was
3D designs, and we said, do it. And as we got here and looked, it was unbelievable. So,
really a great, beautiful job.
The homeowner I had actually met with, just one time, And I've had a relationship with John in the past, and this house in particular was a challenge because the house wasn't painted. So I didn't know the colors of the house or anything, and he did. So every time I'd come up with an idea, we'd make changes and then put my expertise in as well. But I mean, you pretty much designed just as much the landscape as you did the pool, I'm sure.
Working with you, you're honest with me. If it wasn't gonna work, he was gonna tell me. So, I came up with these 2 trees here. I wanted something that wasn't gonna be overgrown, but had a little bit of color. And then he filled in the area with all these other exotic plants. And I told him I didn't want like a Home Depot plant. I wanted a plant that you don't see everywhere. And he came up with that, and I trust him, and look how it turned out. It turned out awesome. The biggest thing with landscaping is the maintenance of it. You don't want stuff to overgrown and take away from everything. And what you put in here, a lot of these things aren't, what is it, a couple months on growing?
Right, it won't take over the area or be too much to maintain as well. So I have to think about those things as well.
And what are these trees called again?
Hibiscus.
Is it a certain color hibiscus?
Yeah, it's an Anderson crepe. It's actually a weeping hibiscus, so it's a little bit different from what most people are used to. Hibiscus are real popular, so everybody likes them, and it's always a challenge to find, one that's a little bit different, so it fits, his objective of, not having that, I guess, the Home Depot theme you referred to. So.
Yeah. All right, Rob, on this house layout is a little bit different. Usually when you pull into a house, you're pulling into the front of the house. And the way this is set up, you're actually pulling into the corner of the side of the house. So it was a little bit of challenge up front to figure out what we were going to do. So we didn't want to overdo ourselves here and make it pop out more than the other areas. So it was a challenge, and I'm going to let you explain a little bit on how we came to this, which turned out perfect.
All right. Yeah, this this house was a little bit different because you don't pull into the front. When you pull in, it's the corner of the house. And from this angle, as you come down the street and approach the house, I mean, you have like 200 yards here that you can see the house, and it's just this side. So I think this was actually my starting point when I came up with the design, was to put a lot of color in here, try and hide some of the utility boxes. Obviously the fence was there, but mostly just to deliver a lot of color.
All right, Rob, so now we're at the pool where this was our passion. We really had to make this pool pop, and landscaping is a big deal when it comes to that. So we needed some colors, we needed different plants, we needed some different designs. Tell us how you came up with awesome landscaping.
When I first saw the pool, the very first day I walked onto the property, it didn't even have all the functions going. It was just basically filled with water, very clean. And so I knew my expectations had to be reached pretty high, or set pretty high for this one. So obviously with the panoramic view and the acreage that they have out here, I didn't want to, block the pool area or the view looking out. Most people, they want the privacy, so they go with things that are just gonna, block them, give them privacy from their neighbors. But out here, you can really leave it open. So, it gave me a good opportunity to put in a little bit different stuff, widen the beds a little bit because we have the extra space. Basically we just picked out a lot of plants with color and just went from one end to the other, but there was a few things that they had, requests about. John here, he, obviously moving water and pools, things like that's their functionality and what they like, but he had told me to mix in a fountain, and he had purchased a fountain here, and of course you can't see it during the day, but it actually lights up at night and will change colors, things like that, really at the click of a button. So when I was trying to pick the location for the fountain, I knew it was going to go into the back and couldn't go into the pool area because obviously you don't want to take away from the pool. But you kind of have this little hidden area with the oak tree here. So it's kind of like a little nook to itself. And when you're sick of being inside or you're having a party, you just want to come out and relax. This was kind of like a little hidden area because of the canopy of the tree where you could do a seating area. Now, the stones here, those were all on the property, so they were original. I'd be walking along and just kick one out of the ground, and we made a big pile of them. It was a last minute idea actually, because I didn't realize how all this sloped down. So when I set the fountain out, I realized that you can't see the fountain from inside the pool area. So I built this area up, used the existing rocks here, and it actually kind of created a wall, almost like this is a separate room. And so obviously I went with a different material and put the rock down here, the bench here. The original photos, this area had 1, 2, 3 big chunks of logs here from, I believe it's this tree or maybe another tree. And you know, I got the idea that they were sturdy enough. You know, it was kind of a last minute idea that just sort of fit with the existing stuff that was here, and we just kind of fed off of it.
You know, his first tree he got at his first house when we moved down here in 2000, 99, 2000. So, you know, I told Rob we wanted some coconuts back here, 3 of them, and then you do your magic on the rest. So, you know, it's a little bit challenging. We got the raised area, a couple different raised areas at different heights here. So, Rob, go ahead and explain what goes into all that when you got these different elevations and you know that the coconuts were going to be the main focal point, so you didn't want to take away from them.
Yeah, and it's you know, it's always a challenge. A lot of people, they like to look at the landscape from the outside, looking towards the house. Back here, being what you have behind you, there's not really going to be any reference to do that. So really, we had to create the landscape outside of the cage so it looks good from inside the cage.
The deck's so big, we wanted to add something to it that would pop off. But the main thing that stuck out to me is when I first came here is how big these were. They're so big, and for having this big pool and big cage and big deck, I wouldn't have no other way. It looks awesome. So again, it was the colors we tried to tie in, and then we wanted different plants, so we went back and forth with that. To me, when you have a raised area, that's what we build the raised areas for, is focal points and to set something on top.
Yeah.
That was the main thing. I just wanted a couple there, but then we tied them all around.
You know, when I first, you know, got the lead from you to do that, I thought it was a little bit extravagant, but you know, with a pool like this, you know, you have to meet those needs, so otherwise it's just not going to fit. You know, at MRT Lawn and Garden, not only we do landscapes, we also have a store, and we sell, you know, patio furniture, outdoor furniture. That, of course, is where we get these pots. Everything, all the pots here actually come internationally, so we never know what we're going to get. So when he said he'd be sending pictures to me, it's basically I'm going down the pot yard just trying to send various pots and find ones that match, ones that don't match, and just kind of let him pick it out. But you know, he knew the color scheme that he wanted back here, so I was kind of just the middleman with it. You know, with a pool and a patio space this big, to go with smaller pots, it would have just, you know, not made any sense. So,
you know, and on top of that, he goes the extra mile and he puts rocks in here. He puts the little things that, you know, the little details that make the job. And that's big for me too, because I'm very detailed when it comes to those little things. That's what separates us from, you know, other companies. The little details matter. So, and that's what Rob does, that's what MRT does. Yeah, the main thing about MRT is they have an awesome office where they have fountains, they have all these different plants you can go there and pick out, but their inside store, they have every knick-knack. They're a great company. So if you're looking for any landscaping, honest company that cares about your wallet and cares about the final project, go see MRT. Ask for Rob or ask for anyone there, they'll take care of you.
And that's what it's all about. So hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Everything just flows so nice. And I love the blue pops of blue. I just love it.
Yeah, right down to the vases.
Yeah.
Danielle, I think, and John did all the vases here when they did the, got with Rob with the landscaping. This was a surprise to us. We had no idea about all that.
Stay tuned for more Home Sweet Home presented by Superior Pools.
Superior Pools of Southwest Florida have been building pools in Florida since 2001 and have constructed over 5,000 pools. From Sarasota to Naples, we are recognized as a top pool builder and #1 in customer service, and have been voted to have the #1 pool in the world the last 2 years. A pool signifies relaxation, and our superior designs and execution will provide you with true luxury living. Visit our Fort Myers office, serving Lee to Collier counties, or our Port Charlotte office, serving Charlotte to Manatee counties. Join the rest. Build with the best. Contact us to start building your dream pool today.
Enjoying the outdoors is what living in Florida is all about. And at Absolute Aluminum, we're in the business of making your outdoor living dreams a reality. We can transform your space into a stunning retreat with open view cages, adjustable pergolas, outdoor kitchens, and many other products. Everything we do is completely custom, maximizing your space to fit your project with our extensive design capabilities. Contact us today or visit our showroom located in Venice, Florida.
Baystone Tile, Tampa Bay's largest selection of natural stone. Specializing in travertine and marble both for interior and exterior use, with over 20 million square feet of revolving stock, we're sure we have your project covered. Check out one of our exclusive products such as tiramisu. Travertine, your ideal pool deck material, does not retain heat. Therefore, it's cool on your feet during those hot Florida months. Durability? Remember, it will outlive us all. Check out our newly renovated showroom in Orlando or our brand new 100,000 square foot showroom and warehouse in Tampa.
Great job, John. Thank you.
Learn from the best. Thank you.
Yes, you did.
Thank you, John.
If you're interested in having a pool built by Superior Pools, please visit www.superiorpools.com. Home Sweet Home, presented by Superior Pools, would like to thank our sponsors.
Superior Pools of Southwest Florida have been building pools in Florida since 2001 and have constructed over 5,000 pools. From Sarasota to Naples, we are recognized as a top pool builder and #1 in customer service, and have been voted to have the #1 pool in the world the last 2 years. A pool signifies relaxation, and our superior designs and execution will provide you with true luxury living. Visit our Fort Myers office, serving Lee to Collier counties, or our Port Charlotte office, serving Charlotte to Manatee counties. Join the rest, build with the best. Contact us to start building your dream pool today.
Enjoying the outdoors is what living in Florida is all about. And at Absolute Aluminum, we're in the business of making your outdoor living dreams a reality. We can transform your space into a stunning retreat with open view cages, adjustable pergolas, outdoor kitchens, and many other products. Everything we do is completely custom, maximizing your space to fit your project with our extensive design capabilities. Contact us today or visit our showroom located in Venice, Florida.
Baystone Tile, Tampa Bay's largest selection of natural stone. Specializing in travertine and marble both for interior and exterior use, with over 20 million square feet of revolving stock, we're sure we have your project covered. Check out one of our exclusive products such as tiramisu. Travertine, your ideal pool deck material, does not retain heat. Therefore, it's cool on your feet during those hot Florida months. Durability? Remember, it will outlive us all. Check out our newly renovated showroom in Orlando or our brand new 100,000 square foot showroom and warehouse in Tampa.